What's going on, everybody? My name is Patrick Seatman, and I don't have a voice as we are reacting to this 28-22 loss where the Vikings just couldn't get it done. I mean, big plays given up defensively. You had them 3rd and 15, 3rd and 13, end of the game 3rd and 9, and Jalen Hurts just sliced and diced you, and he had one of his probably best passing performances of his entire NFL career. And then the problems offensively, you get down to the red zone 6 times, and you find the end zone 1 time. It was horrible today. Still ended up being 28-22, but the fact that that was the performance you had coming off a bye week, it's incredibly concerning. And I already know people are, complaining about the refs, the officials. Apparently the Vikes were getting grabbed. I hear you. Maybe there's a couple bad calls here and there, but it's not even, close to the biggest slice of the blame pie for the Vikings losing this game. And I do apologize about my voice. Lost it. And so we're going to try to get through this post-game show. But we appreciate everybody who has hit that subscribe button over the last couple of days. Closing in here on 65,000 subscribers. So if you guys have not hit that sub button already, change it. Subscribe to the channel today. We would appreciate it, just like that person did right there. But tough loss for the Vikings, 28-22. And, we just got to start off with Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz, he found some sort of a rhythm, I think in the second, third, first half of that fourth quarter. But I just feel like the Vikings offense does not operate at a high enough level with him out there. Even just when the Vikings late in that game, driving the ball down the field, there's just no urgency. Like the play clock, when you are down 2 possessions, 28-19, there's no urgency to get up to the ball and, get a play going. And then the pick six he had, it was just a terrible throw. I mean, the guy made a hell of a play on it. He was seeing ghosts on that one. And then also the second interception, off his back foot, rolling to his right, just throws a moon ball up to Jordan Addison. It was terrible. He did find some sort of rhythm. Really started to connect him with Jordan Addison a lot in that second half. Addison had a very good game. I thought Jefferson's not being a focal point. I think he had probably 72 yards in the second quarter, or at least right at the beginning of the third quarter. You just got to get this guy more involved in the fourth. Like, I understand he's getting trail coverage the entire time, safety over the top. But we saw today the Eagles, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, they're two-headed monster at the wide receiver spot. They played great football, and just Wentz wasn't good enough today. And I know it's going to be a huge conversation this week with the Los Angeles Chargers. I just don't know. And maybe he is really that banged up. And maybe that ankle, he can't go out there and play. You just got to go back to JJ because you're a 3-3 football team. You're not winning any big-time games with Carson Wentz at the quarterback position. Was he the biggest reason why the Vikings lost today? He gets a huge chunk of the pie, but it just overall, top to bottom, wasn't good enough. But I don't know how you roll into Los Angeles and say, we're going to keep playing him. I just don't understand it. Even you see what you have in Max Brosmer. This isn't even a J.J. McCarthy thing. You're a 3-3 football team. You have no franchise quarterback as it stands right now. Go try to find that guy. Whether that's J.J., that's Brosmer. You got to play one of those 2 next week. You can't roll this guy back out there. He threw the ball 42 times today. He had 2 turnovers. 2 bad turnovers, too. You don't throw that pick 6. Obviously, the game could go completely differently, but you probably win that football game. And he also just missing wide open guys. C.J. Ham had a walk-in touchdown on the left sideline. Missed him. Jordan Addison, the first play or first deep pass of the game, he's wide open on the right sideline. He just throws it 15 yards behind him. Addison's got to come back to the football, and it was a bad performance by Wentz. He found some sort of a rhythm, but, Wentz is the 28th. No, he's probably the 30th best quarterback in the league. Like, KOC with Jefferson and Addison, they can inflate his numbers. Like, you can just kind of walk in to having a 300-yard passing game, especially when you're playing behind the 8 ball the entire time. He was just bad today. Wasn't good enough. Defensively, Isaiah Rodgers giving up a couple big plays. That was definitely pretty concerning. Had that deep post. Devontae Smith got behind him. One positive, though, today, Jalen Redmond was absolutely fantastic. He was dominating in the Eagles' run game. Saquon really couldn't get going. The reason why the Vikings lost today was because of the secondary. Also, the pass rushers. I know the Vikings generate a lot of pressure. I'm kind of sick and tired of pressures. You got to start to get home. Like Dallas Turner, there's too many times Dallas Turner just gets stonewalled and he's going nowhere. Like, you need more out of him. Obviously, once Van Ginkel gets back, that'll help the situation a whole lot more. But 58, I thought he was, he's good every week. Made a couple of big-time plays, but got to get home. You got to get home. This guy's got 1 sack on the year. You got to be better. And just the pass rush wasn't good enough. And, we'll talk about Jalen Hurts and what he, did to this Vikings defense today as he just, sliced and diced them, taking advantage of big-time opportunities. And I thought this was going to be a tough spot for Hurts to walk into this stadium, but it's probably the best game of his career. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, they played amazing, but I'll ask you guys this. Why did the Vikings lose? I think it's because of Jalen Hurts. He dominated you. He was fantastic. So shout out to Hurts. He played a hell of a game, but you guys let me know. Why did the Vikings lose? Drop your thoughts down below. All right, we'll get back to the Vikings defense here, talk about those issues. But before we do so, got to tell you guys about today's presenting sponsor, and that is PrizePicks. Now, you and I make decisions every day, but on PrizePicks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any excitement this football season on PrizePicks, where it's good to be right. If you guys download the PrizePicks app, plug in promo code CLNS, we'll hook you guys up with $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Now, PrizePicks has a new feature called Stacks, meaning you can pick up to the same player 3 times in the same lineup. For example, if you guys want to take more on Josh Allen's pass yards, rush yards, and touchdowns, now you can pick all of them directly on the PrizePicks app, and you can only do that on PrizePicks. So download the PrizePicks app today. Make sure you plug in that promo code CLNS. We'll hook you guys up with $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is promo code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. A massive shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring today's show. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. All right, let's talk about Jalen Hurts. He just, tip your cap, man. He had a hell of a game. An absolute incredible game from Hurts. He was amazing. 19 of 23, 326 yards, 3 touchdowns, taking advantage of big opportunities. Like the amount of times the Vikings, they bring the house. Eagles block it up nicely. This guy just delivers a perfect throw. He also did a great job of resetting the pocket today. Like I was saying, Vikings edge rushers not being able to get home. Big reason for this guy, or big reason of that, is because of this guy. He was amazing. Couldn't bring him down today. He had great touch on all of his passes. You think about what Carson Wentz did, throwing the ball 42 times, 2 picks, just over 300 yards. Jalen Hurts threw the ball 23 times, and he had a perfect passer rating. He was amazing. This guy, he's a hell of a player. I'm not saying this loss is catastrophic for the Vikings because they are the Super Bowl champs. They are still a very good football team. They finally found their groove offensively, but you just need to be better. I did not expect that out of the Vikings defense, if I'm being honest. That was just a pitiful performance. Just giving up big plays. Even at the end, Isaiah Rodgers gets beat on that double move by A.J. Brown. That's a tough move to guard. There's not many guys out there in the league who can guard that. So you do have to tip your cap, but, A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, what they combined for almost 300 yards? That's just not good enough. And what's also concerning, you're able to stop the run. Now, Saquon had about 2 or 3 carries out of the game that went for negative -9 yards, but still, you're able to stop the run at a high level today. Only 2.4 yards per clip. And if you would have told me that game script, Vikings lose this game because Jalen Hurts has a perfect passer rating, I would probably say if we played this game 1,000 times, that happens 1 or 2 times. But today he brought it. He was locked in. He was fantastic. And this Vikings defense wasn't good enough. The red zone issues as well offensively, that just can't happen. Carson Wentz taking a bad sack, just missing wide open receivers. You also have a touchdown overturned because of penalty. And then T.J. Hawkinson just made a hell of an effort. He just couldn't haul it in. So it's just not good enough. Jalen Hurts was awesome. Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to an opposing player. But listen, I appreciate all of you guys watching. I apologize about my voice. Lost it. But, not a good day for the Vikes. It could be a pretty long season, depending if this team can get it together. But we'll see. We'll see. And if you guys made it to the end of today's show, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Just hit me with a SKOL down below in the comment section. We'll get on out of here. SKOL Vikes.